It's the Transformers Movable Model Kits from Blokees, and it's the second series of the Galaxy set. Wow, I was very excited to order these and had to wait for them, and now I'm gonna share them with you. There's 9 new figures, and I'm gonna go through them all. I don't have to chase, but c'est la vie. But we're gonna go through this very cool set of 9 figures from Blokees. That's apparently the company name, and maybe you'll want to get them for your collection. Be right back. So it amazes me that thus far, and here's Sky to give her input, that they did not actually put out a Bumblebee for this set yet. When I told friends about this set, they were like, okay, there's probably an Optimus and a Megatron and a Starscream and a Bumblebee, because that's what we always get. But they haven't put out a Bumblebee yet, and in the second series, they finally gave us a Starscream. So I'm gonna show you him first. He's right over here. And if you watch the other video, you'll notice he's very similar, though in different colors than the, I think it was it Skywarp or Thundercracker? I think it was Thundercracker in that other set. But one main difference with this Starscream is he has Megatron in gun mode in his hand. So that's very cool. And if you watch the other video, you know this, but I'm gonna just reiterate, all these model kits, you put them together yourself. Very simple, very easy instructions. If you like Lego and building models, this is great for you. If you're not into them that much, this is still a very easy model kit to assemble, though it can hurt the fingers after a while. But they all have the same base, they all go together the same way, and they did something very clever in this set, which I'm gonna share with you in a little bit. But here is Starscream. You can see him from all sides. Now they come with a base, so I'm gonna take off the base just so I can show you. He is incredibly posable. He can do a full Jean-Claude Van Damme. He can kick forward, and they're all like that, so I'm not gonna go through the posability on every single one of them. But he can kick back, he can kick to the side, he can bend at the knee, he can swivel. The feet are on ball joints, so you can have an ankle swivel, and even a bit of a rocker if you want to change the angle going forward and have him in a dynamic pose. Now the arms could go all the way around, except for his wings are in the way, but he's got his arm cannons, he bends at the elbow, he can swivel a bit, and you can actually swivel it from the elbow as well, but he's got ball joints on his shoulders, so there's all kinds of swiveling going on. And his hands are removable and twistable. There are other hands if you want to use them. If you want to put Megatron in his left hand, there's a fist for that. You can just get rid of Megatron entirely, which is what Starscream would like to do. I'm right here. You could get rid of Megatron and not use him and give him different hands. The head is on a ball joint and it turns very nicely. So a very cool figure, very posable. Now, you may be familiar with the reaction figures, which are kind of cool, but these guys, you get to put them together and they are so much more posable than the reaction figures, it's incredible. So I definitely recommend these model kits. So we've seen Starscream. What do you think of Starscream? You like Starscream? Now, I'm sure they're gonna do a Bumblebee pretty soon because they did a Cliffjumper. So I'm gonna even zoom in a little bit more on him. So Cliffjumper's got the spare tire on his back. Again, very posable. He's got his glass gun. He can try to go after Megatron. Sorry, Mirage. I shouldn't accuse you of being a traitor, and I'm sorry, Hound, that I'm a really bad shot. He's got a lot to apologize for, this guy. And as you can tell, my Cliffjumper is not nearly as good as some of my other impressions. But again, very posable, judging by the fact that they usually recolor Bumblebees into Cliffjumpers and vice versa. They're probably gonna do some minor retooling and make this into a Bumblebee. But a very cool version. Now, they also bought a couple more Autobots to the fore, including everybody's favorite, Fire Truck, Inferno. And he's got his little spout there instead of a hand. You can give him a hand as well. Okay, that's not the kind of hand that we need. But again, very cool. The only thing is, all these guys stand about the same size. So Cliffjumper is just as tall as Inferno, just about. I mean, there's a few add-on parts that make Inferno slightly taller, but generally they're the same size. If you're looking for scaling, this isn't gonna help you. But again, very posable. He's got a nice little ladder on the back. Now the instructions are cool because they show you how to put together the base figure, and then it has special instructions for some of the variations like putting on this part and putting on his wings. And again, lots of different hands, and they come with these cool bases, so very easy to display. Now, in conjunction with him, there's also, and I decided to use hands for him. I'm not sure if there was the same gun piece. I don't think there was for Grapple, but he is very interested in building a solar power tower. And he's got a little crane on the back instead of a ladder. He actually has the pieces so you could put the wings of Inferno on him, but obviously, I mean, creating a mold is not an inexpensive proposition, so, you know, they use the same mold for this part as they did with Inferno. But again, very cool, nice windshield, very shiny, very posable, and, you know, Grapple is not a character that I would have thought would be like in the second wave, but I'm not complaining. He actually gets ignored quite a bit compared to some of the other toys in the line. But trying to help him build this solar power tower, they actually brought out a couple Constructicons. The first one is Long Haul. Hey, I didn't join this outfit to be no dump truck, but you're a dump truck, so deal with it, man. But again, all the same posability, but he's quite clearly Long Haul. And he does not come with a weapon, but he does come with various hands, and, you know, once you get enough of them, maybe they'll figure out a way that you can merge 6 Constructicons into a Model Devastator, or maybe they'll have a Model Devastator. That would be kind of cool. Be nice if he was, you know, big. Have to ask him about that. So we have him, and he's got his big tires on his shoulders. Again, it amazes me how they can use the same base, but then just by adding some additional pieces, make them look like the distinctive characters that they are. But we have Mixmaster. Again, same base, but quite clearly, he is Mixmaster. He's got the drum on the back. He's got the tires on his arms, bends at the elbows, you know, all the same posability. Again, doesn't have a separate weapon, but he's cool nonetheless, and he's got these things here that are supposed to be able to shoot something or other. I don't know. Cement, different chemicals, because he's Mixmaster. But again, a very nice model citizen. Now, they also went into the Shattered Glass universe, so we have a version of Shattered Glass Optimus Prime, which is very cool. He's got a gray gun. He's got the finger. Again, they all have multiple hands, so you can choose which ones you want to use. And you can even swap them out on occasion, just, you know, store them somewhere. And yeah, he comes with a base, very much, I mean, he's, other than the deco, he's pretty much the same as the Optimus Prime from the first set. But is he not very cool? And Evil Optimus Primes, a lot of people like that. The whole Shattered Glass mirror universe type thing is always very cool. So we have Shattered Glass Optimus. It'd be nice to see a Shattered Glass Megatron at some point, but not just a repaint of the Megatron they've already released, but maybe something that conveys more of the original mold that was used, you know, from, I think it was Energon. So, now the creme de la creme of this is we have me, Grimlock, happy to be a model citizen. Why cat have big nose? Me, Grimlock, happy to be here. And where Optimus? I saw him in purple. Me, Grimlock, not understand the purple part. But what's interesting about him, I mean, it's obviously very cool. You can see he's got his, on his back, he's got the transformation parts so that he can become a Dinobot. He does not actually transform, but in this case, they did something extremely clever, and they have another one, which is actually him in his Dino form. And you can see he's got the gun on his back for weapon storage. Similar arms. Of course, it's Dino parts, so he comes with different parts, but it's really cool that we got this. Now, there was a chase figure. I didn't get the chase, unfortunately, which was more of a, I think, chrome deco version of Grimlock, who's extremely posable for a dinosaur. He can actually turn his upper torso, of course, move his legs in various ways. He can swing around his tail. The tail doesn't move, but the jaw can open and close. But the chase one was a shinier version, and it came with the helmet that he used to imbue his I, Grimlock, will give Computron my intelligence. So I think Greg Berger just basically took Grimlock and mixed in a little bit of Skyfire's scientist speak. But an amazing thing that it uses the same base, just different parts, and very easy to put together, and you get a Dinobot version of Grimlock, Dinobot mode. So he could transform. You could be like, he's going to transform, and there he is. Yeah, I'm usually better at sleight of hand. But then you could take him and just, make him disappear, and he's back in his robot mode. You can stop hiding this for me. So I really like the second set, and I'm glad that they have held off on doing a Bumblebee, and I've given some love to some other characters. The one thing that confused me, and maybe if the manufacturers can, who have seen my videos can let me know, I got all these extra pieces. I got these clear blocks, which look like they could be Energon cubes, but they're not colored as such, or they could be a wall that you can just knock down. I don't know what that's about. There's also these extra pieces, and I didn't see a way that they could go on things. There's like this little gun that looks like it can replace a hand, and this little radar dish type thing, and this little sensor type thing. I thought they might be guns for the Constructicons, but nothing in the instructions said to use them. So I may give them to them anyway. And they give you, so sometimes you get some extra pieces, which is not a bad thing. This is not like IKEA furniture. It's not gonna fall apart. I think the Decepticons are still a bit outnumbered, but that's the case in a lot of lines. But there they are, 9 very cool figures, one from another universe. Decepticons, technically 4 Decepticons, because Megatron's in Starscream's hand. And you've got kind of 4 Autobots, because one of them is the alt mode of one of the other ones, so can't really use them twice, can you? But it's such a cool set. I will put a link in the description. I got the whole case of these. One of the sellers, and I think it's the one I got it from, you can say, I just want this one, and they charge a little bit more because they took the time to actually look inside the blind boxes and figure out which is which. So you can order individual figures, but you can also just order a blind box and see what you get. And I've seen these guys at local retailers. Now, when I got the first set, I think they averaged out to be about $5 a piece. I think the sellers that I found are selling these for about $9 a piece, which is still better than the $13 a piece that you might find at a local store. But if you want to go to a local store and support them, by all means. But such a cool set. I love them. They will go and intermingle with my set 1, and they're just a lot of fun. And speaking of fun, I hope you're enjoying these videos as much as I enjoy making them and showing these wonderful things off to you. And again, link in the description if you want these guys. And while you're mulling them over, you can check out the first set, which I have a video right over here of those guys. And I even do a speed build on one of the guys. Well, I don't think it's a speed build, but I show you how to build them in there, and it's the exact same way. But we'll see you next time. As always, have fun and good hunting. Right, Sky?